On this video, we're going to walk through the basic setup of an opportunity and the layout, just go through some basic fields. So obviously over here, it's going to be assigned to yourself or whoever converted it. The opportunity name will default as the company name. So I've got Jason's test account as the company name. It'll default as that, and then your job is to assign what product and what year we're selling in. So dash the product, either PEO, ASO, HRO, and space the year, 2017, 2018, etc. Territory, this should pull over from the lead that you converted or from the account that you were in. The next step, so this is a required field, and what we need in there is a future date. So obviously today's being the 10th of January, December's in the past, so this needs to be updated. So it needs to be a future date with an actionable item. Can't just be like, okay, 12/31 collecting data. It has to be, okay, 12/31, call if they haven't sent me everything, or call to decide what we're doing next, or when to schedule the proposal. So there needs to be an actionable item. Then you're welcome to put any other notes that you want in there to help you remind you of what's going on, but that at least needs to be in there, a future date with an actionable item. Lead source will come over from the lead itself. The opportunity type, this is basically what product you're kind of selling. And then, a lot of these as well, if there's a refer contact, if it's from a TA broker, it'll require you to put in there. Deal coming from, is it, another PEO? Are they doing something else, or is it all just in-house? We want to know that information. Then over here on the right side is the close date. If it's open, this is the estimated close date. So 2018, I mean, that's obviously a far out close date, but that lets us kind of predict when this should be closing. And then it lets us know which quarter it is. When you convert a lead over, it will default into the data gathering because it's assuming that you've already done an initial meeting. You're not going to create an opportunity unless you've done an initial meeting. So it defaults into a data gathering. Then you have a couple steps: confirmation, proposal, negotiation, close won, close lost. And I went over those in a previous video, but one thing I just want to reiterate and stress is that you're in the stage that you're working to complete. So if you're in data gathering, that means you are actually collecting information. Once you've got that all back, then you move it on to confirmation. In confirmation stage, you're working to set up a call to basically confirm pricing, and to confirm that you guys are on the same page and that this is going to work. Once that's done, then you move that on to proposal and you start preparing a proposal. And also, you've scheduled a date to go and present the proposal to them. Once you have presented the proposal to them, you move that on to negotiation. Now you're going through the CSA, you're working that, and then from there it's either close won, close lost. If something is close lost, we'll ask for a reason. It will populate down here, just fill that in. Also, you can choose a probability that this deal will close. We've got defaults in there for each one, so leave that if you're not sure. But if you have somebody in proposal, you're more confident, that this is a 90%, you can go ahead and update that. As far as calculating estimated gross margin, so we have other videos on how to do a price and cost analysis. You also work a lot with your RSM. How you put it into Salesforce is you actually enter the amount, which is the payroll amount that we're going to be doing for this company, and then the percentage of that payroll amount we're going to use for gross margin. Once you put those two things in, it will calculate the rest. So I can't put in an estimated gross margin number or per employee per year, etc. I can put an implementation fee, though. You can go ahead and change that. But it basically calculates all of that off of the information you've put and the number of employees listed on the account. And it will throw all that in there. The only other required field is this product of interest. We just want to know what they're interested in. I have professional employer, but there's all sorts of different products that you can put in there. those are the required fields. That's basically how an opportunity is worked.